Shalom. This is your brother Yashamai. Before I get into this message, I want to start off by giving all praises, all glory, and all honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukwakwadosh. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, of whom I learn from daily. And I want to give a sincere greeting to all the fellow Akim that are pushing forth this work with sincerity. This is going to be a short message. This is a something that is consistently, we all know this, but I just wanted to put it back out there. Let's let's start off with this. The apple never falls far from the tree. All right, we've all heard this saying, and so I googled it. It's an old proverb that means the children, which is the apple or the fruit, tend to inherit characteristics from their parents. And that's true, is it not? How many parents are out there that their kid acts like them, talks like them, believes in how they believe, and looks like you? You know, the Bible says, train up Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And that's right, because as the way we came out most of the time. Now I know that there are a couple exceptions, but the way we come out is a reflection of how we were brought up. You know, let me see. A son brings shame to the family, something like that. So when people, nah, I'm gonna stray from that. So when people see you, they see a little bit of your parents in you. I mean, as we go through the New Testament, how many scriptures did Yahweh Shai? How many times did Yahweh Shai make reference to fruit? You know, the parable of the sower. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sows. I think it's Galatians. Yeah, but why? Be Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. Okay, so where am I going with this? Everyone understands and believes that Yahweh Shai, the one whom the world calls Jesus, is the Son of the Most High, of the living God, of the living power. All right? He is his offspring through the root of David. Now, I bring this up because just as a child does, as the parent raised him to be, just as the child has characteristics of the parent, the child, in most occasions, when raised right, will be just as the parent. Like we read in Proverbs 22 and 6. Train up a child in the way he should go. If you train him right, he will not depart from it. If you have a good child, and we can all agree that Yahweh Shai was perfect. So if you have a good child and you're showing him the ways of the Most High, that good child is going to stay in those ways, right? Right? Okay, we can all agree on that statement. So if we know that Yahweh Shai was perfect, was he not the perfect child? Was he not the living word? Was he not of his Father, the Most High? So the reason I bring this up is because this is a reminder of John 5 and 19. Then answered Yahweh Shai and said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he sees the Father do. For what things soever he does, he being the Father, these also does the Son likewise. And that falls right in line with Proverbs 22:6. That falls right in line with Galatians 6 and 7. When you sow good seed, when when you sow good seed, you get that fruit. So the reason I bring this up is because this is a reminder to everyone. Yahweh didn't come to bring in the Chinese and the Russians, okay? He didn't come to bring those people in. He came to do, he came of the same fruit, of the same seed of his father, Yahweh. And so throughout the Old Testament, we see that Yahweh only deals with the Israelites. So this is just a quick message and another way of explaining it to you that the the tree, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree, right? The kid comes out like the parent most of the time, and if you train up the kid right, he's gonna be just like you. And Yahweh was perfect; he's just like his father, and so you have to work your way backwards. Okay, for like, let me give you the last example. For all these suburbanite, Edomite rich kids who have lived in a sheltered situation, or like, so I'm from, originally I'm from California, and so when you have out of towners, they don't, they go to LA, and there are certain hats that you cannot wear. And people always ask why. Well, because that hat has to do with this, particular gang. The reason that no, I guess another way to go back and say it, and I hope that you guys are, gripping on this, but the sheltered suburban Edomite doesn't understand when they first hear about the Bloods or the Crips or the Mexican gangs, they don't know who that. What's a Blood? What's a Crip? So they, what do most people do? They go and they look up what that gang is and what they do. And then based on what that gang is and what they do, they know that they can't go into certain territories wearing a certain color. Now, so what have they done here? They have looked, they have come across something that they don't know of, but and so they go back and they look up their history and they see that based on their history, this is how they act, so this is what I should do. And uh, uh, um, that is exactly what Yahweh Shai is saying. So for those Christians that don't understand, Yahweh Shai is telling you, hey, I am of my father and I can only do what my father does. Okay, so now you have to work backwards and you have to go and see what the father does, and that's in the Old Testament, you know? So again, just a quick reminder, another way of bringing it to you. Hopefully, you can grasp it. But Yahweh Shai can only do what he sees the Father do, and the Father chose the Israelites. So I hope you guys have a good day. It's Monday. I'm on the way to work, and I hope you guys have a good work week. Hope y'all stay safe. I hope this lesson has been edifying. And so with that, I say shalom. Shalom.